Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we're at the range today with an 1871 Mauser. So, I bought this for $60 with no bolt. I put a bolt in it that I picked up somewhere. And this particular one is chambered in 410. Now, there are proof marks on the barrel. So I don't know. I suspect they probably lined it and then turned the outside down. Maybe. Anyway, I have no extractor. Even if the bolt did have one, it wouldn't extract on a 410 anyway. So let's see if it fires. Yep. I'll tell you what, it's pretty dead on. We'll take a walk through the snow and I'll show you where that hit. This is only number 6 shot. Oh shit. You didn't see any of that, did you? Well, let's go with this. Anyways, it's number 6 shot. And I just fired into the berm. So hopefully you can see this. My point of aim was this little divot right here. And you can see it patterned all around it. That's a 2.5 inch number 6. That's pretty good pattern, I would say. Pretty happy with that. So I'm pretty sure it's a 2.5 inch chamber, but we'll measure that later on. This is just a test to make sure that bolt's good. We'll take a look at the shells here in a second and make sure the firing pin's not sticking out too far and all that. Seems how the bolt and the action are from 2 completely different firearms. We just want to check that stuff out. Alright, so here's those 2 shells. Yeah, it whacked them pretty good. But I think that one actually, yeah, it poked a hole in that one. But that's an old black powder firearm. You pretty much should expect that. The old guns had big firing pins and they come out a long ways. Because back in 1871, or whenever this was made, the bolt is serialed 7472B. I don't see a serial number on the action anywhere, but now that I know that, I can take a file and just file a few thousandths off the end of that firing pin and then recontour it nice and round, and I won't do that anymore. I don't know when I'm going to get around to making a extractor for it, but we'll see. Let's see what else we got in here. Alright, so this is actually a hodgepodge of different shells, and most of them are reloads. Those are all factory. That's a slug, I'm going to keep that. Alright, so the reason I don't want to fire these reloads is because these were 3-inch shells that I cut the crimp off of and then roll crimped. So really we've got about 2 3/4 there. And I don't know what this chamber is, so we're not going to fire those. But I am going to fire a couple more of the other ones. Oh, alright. I didn't bring a tripod today, so. Ouch. I'll take aim at the 50-meter berm and see if I can do anything to that. All right, one more. We'll go look at that 50-meter pattern. This is a great thing about fresh snow. And shooting into the berms with birdshot, it's not hurting them. The wood that we put our targets in is in behind the berm. All right. Let's go take a look. All right. So, it's really hard to see the camera, but point of aim, I got a little flap here in my way. There we go. Point of aim was this little divot right here. And the pattern is, again, very hard to see. From there out, it's probably a 7-foot pattern. But say there was a rabbit there. There's 3 pellets right there. There's like, I don't know if you can see them or not, but that would pretty good chance that would have landed you a bunny rabbit. These here, I actually, ones from where I was shooting at, they went over the 25. This is 50 meters. Here's the other one. Ouch, thorn bush. I shot at this little bush, and we've, same thing, you got like an 8-foot pattern, but it looks fairly centered on that. Now, keep in mind, I would not shoot at a rabbit at 50 yards with a shotgun, period, let alone a 410. But 25 is certainly doable. And I think if I was lost out in the woods and I was pretty hungry, and I seen one setting at 50 yards, I'd take a shot. Might not get it, but I'd take it. Anyways, that's it for this video. Just wanted to try out that bolt, make sure it was going to work on that little action. So when I get some time, I got to make myself an extractor. But the way that is, I mean, I could go hunting with that the way it is right now. Just your reload time is going to suffer. And I do have the washer for that bolt. You might have noticed there was no washer. So the bolt came from one place, the barrel to action stock came from another place, and then that washer and the screw that holds it on came from another place. But the screw is not the same thread. The washer sets in, but I'm going to have to make a new screw for it. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.